lastly, God cursed Adam. Now, there are very different aspects to this curse, and we'll go through them all, and then you will clearly understand the curse that Adam received. So let's read Genesis 3, verse 17. Then to Adam he said, because you have heeded the voice of your wife, and have eaten from the tree of which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for your sake. In toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth to you, and you shall eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread, till you return to the ground. For out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you shall return. So there's quite a bit of symbolism happening here, and we have to sort of understand the symbolism, and then it will obviously make a lot more sense, and it will be clear what this curse actually is. So the first thing we can look at is, what is the ground that God cursed? Remember, we know by now that the ground speaks of the soul. It's those soul, that ground, that needed to be tilled. Now what happens if that ground is cursed? In other words, it needs to be worked on to get something to grow out of it. We know that that which grows out of it, if consumed, contains of the Spirit of God. So that means they had to work very hard to get produce that has of the Spirit of God. Whereas previously in the garden, they could just go and pluck of the fruit of the tree of life freely and whenever they wanted to, getting a rather large portion of the Spirit of God every time. Now they had different seasons of working and toiling so that they can get of the Spirit of God. And it's going to be hard work. That is the curse on the ground. But there's more. It says that it will bear thorns and thistles. So what is thorns and thistles? Well, Jesus tells us in the New Testament. Remember with the parable of the sower? And the third type of ground, he says that's the seed that fell amongst the thorns and thistles. And he gives us a clear understanding of what the thorns and thistles are. Let's read Matthew 13, verse 22. Now he who received seed among the thorns is he who hears the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches chokes the word, and he becomes unfruitful. So what are those thorns and thistles? It's the deceitfulness of riches and the cares and the worries of life. So even though they work hard in that ground, there will always be worries. There will always be deceitfulness of riches. That soul will always produce deceitfulness of riches and the cares and worries of life.